everybody. Hello. How is everybody doing today? Well, I'm so excited for you all to join me. I see you already out there ready and coming in here. But before we go in and start bringing on, I have an amazing powerhouse guest. You know I do, right? Every week I do that and I'm doing it again this week. But before I do, I got a question for you. As you are listening to today's show, let me ask you, are you living your dream life? And what I mean that by that, I mean, are you doing your what's next in life? And the reason why I'm asking you that question is because I honestly, several years ago, I was sitting at a corporate desk and I couldn't, and I'm looking around, I'm like, this can't be it for me. Knew I needed more out of life, but I didn't know what that more was. So I pulled myself together and I started to go down the journey. And the journey began with going after my what's next using my very first vision board. And if you, those of you who don't believe a vision board doesn't work, I have a testimony that it does work. So I want you guys to grab your pen and paper, your favorite. Look, I do have my beverage, you guys. You know, normally something is gone by this time with me. Either it's my evening snack or it's my beverage. Well, the snack is gone. So I do have evening beverage. So grab your favorite evening beverage, your girlfriend or girlfriends. And I want you to grab your pen and paper because we're getting ready to drop some amazing nuggets as well as a roadmap on how you can go after your what's next. So then, as you see in the top of the screen, there our tonight's show is all sponsored by Vision Made Vision Board subscription kit. Yes, I have a subscription kit. It will take you from beginning to end in no time. But I just wanted you to get a feel for what we're getting ready to talk about. I'm super excited about it. So let me first and foremost bring on my amazing co-host. Those of you who don't know her, her name is Cherie. And you guys haven't heard her? Oh my goodness. She's the bomb content writer. You guys can't take her from me. I can share and I've learned to share over the years. You guys know if you've been following me, you know I'm all about self-preservation, but I'm working on sharing. So I'm willing to share our director of content creation, and her name is Cherie. Hello, lady.
Hello. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm always I always enjoy the time and we spend together being live either on Girl Talk or on Real Talk for Real People, which is my podcast, and we we talk some amazing talk.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited. So
let's you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I see some people out there, you guys. So be ready. But we want to know it's Wednesday. Those of you who don't know, we believe in celebrating. You know, we like celebrating, so we want to celebrate you. So drop it in the feed what your win is for this week, so we can shout you out. And then also to those just a real quick note: those of you who are not subscribers to StreamYard, there is a little blurb that'll ask you if you can given StreamYard permission to air your information, so we can see it over here in the comments. If not, I will definitely be watching my phone, but just know if you don't answer that, I will be missing that little blurb there if you're not a StreamYard subscriber. So I'll be trying to watch my phone as I'll be doing down here, as well as we are chit-chatting and doing some girl talk. So Cherie, real quick, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I have an interesting story because I am Vision Made. Vision Made. Vision Made is really the actually end product of our journey here, because we can say vision made. The vision that we've been visioning, the journey that the vision takes us through, has been made, or it's as you go with this journey as well. Anybody knows, depending on if it's a business vision, if it's a health vision, if it's a spiritual journey, there are different types of visions, and there's different types of visions to be made. So last year, after being in the pandemic for a while, I lost my mom. I had my grandson. I was the virtual teacher. Y'all remember that? Virtual teaching, everybody at home. We all closer together. I had my little grandson. I think he was 2 then. He's like 4 now. Anyway, I was his daycare provider. We had the breakfasts going and the lunches and the walking and then my mom passes away
Oh.
and Jane goes back to school. Things start to pick up and go back to school. We make a decision that it's time for Jackson to get some socialization because he's
Mm,
been a baby most of the pandemic. He went in when he was like 2. So I mean he had just turned 2. So he really didn't get the daycare and everything. And I'm going, okay. There's no lunches, no medicine, no doctor's appointments. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I was blessed that God tapped me on the toe one morning about 3 o'clock. He said, "What about that blog you
that's
got?
right.
You've had that blog for years. You haven't done a darn thing with it." And therefore, I'm like, "Oh well, maybe I can do something with it." And so, uh, speeding a little forward, I went to USC, got a degree in finance and marketing. I spent 40 years in the finance industry as a title officer, worked for First American Title Corporation, and did the finance side of it, da 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 da. And now I'm like, whoa, my passion really was marketing and finance. Here we are. So I already had Message Ministries, LLC.
Right.
It was birthed out of my actually buying hats for my mom and the CEO for her church functions so we can raise money.
I know that's right. I understand. I
A
understand.
business is a business is a business. And I used to tell my mother, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, we need a tax ID, girlfriend.
Right. To make that money. To make that
Right,
money.
right. And even though the money wasn't for us, it was for our
Right.
church.
Right. Right.
Raising earning money or raising money is the same. It's the same mechanism, same
So
type of
true. So true.
mechanism. So when I decided to do this thing, I'm like, well, where did I go? What did I do? And I have some amazing friends. For one thing, I looked on all my Facebook and I saw some of my amazing friends, amazing, amazing, amazing friends, what they do. And uh, I love the Lord, of course. And so I definitely want to do something with many of their small businesses, many of their nonprofits, and of course with their services and events because we no longer could go to church.
Right.
What I did was I created a digital magazine or a blog called Real Talk for Real People. Um, on there, you can get your church services every Sunday. Not only that, but it's holistic ministry. It
Mm-hmm.
talks about the things that are in there is community. It talks about spirituality being your center. It talks about your financial, which spiritually
Being
we don't like to talk about financial.
right, 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 right.
And we don't like to talk about tithing because we're like, oh, I'm giving you way too much of my money. But God is about balance, and so there's a financial, there's emotional, there's physical, and there's mental. All about being a whole person with
No.
spirituality being your center. And so from there, I met some amazing people. And guess who that amazing person was?
Well, who is that amazing person? I want to know who it is.
I through a mutual friend of ours, actually Coach Lauren of
Yeah.
TLC and Ashe Health and Wellness introduced us.
Yeah.
And man, we've been
We
like glue ever since.
ever since. Thank you, Miss Lauren, for that. So as we had talked at the beginning of the intro of the podcast, we talked about how we create a roadmap, or better known as a vision board. And I talked about how my very first one, everything came true on it. So my question to you is, do you have a vision board?
Unfortunately, we can't see my vision board because my vision board faces me. It's a whole wall.
Oh, wow.
It's a wall in my house. It's a wall in my house, and I'm getting ready to move it. I need to move it because as a content creator, of course, for not only Vision May, but several
Hmm.
other, I have several other projects or ministries
Yes.
and entities that I work for. And yes, I need more. I need
I,
more.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I'm always a marketer and brander, right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
But the vision board also helps keep me organized in my
Absolutely.
thought pattern
Absolutely.
as to the visions that I'm given through dreaming or just walking down the street. I can get inspired with
Hmm.
different types of visions because I'm a content creator,
Right.
and because I help other people see their vision.
Right. Right. That's true. I mean, we talk about that all the time. And
Mhm,
I feel that's how we have connected. We were
mhm,
spiritually connect. We were spiritually so necessary to be together. But
mhm,
you're right. As being a visionary, I can see it and I can tell you it, and you got it like that. And then
mhm.
once we start talking about it, it is just, you guys, we could talk for hours on
Ouch.
hours on hours. On and
I
it's
know y'all don't have the time to stay with us that long, but
so and we could start off and but it was so it but we were aligned for purpose. It was a purposeful and
mhm.
purposely alignment
I
that
like
was.
what TD Jakes said yesterday, and anybody who knows me knows
Yes, she does.
he's my spiritual father.
Absolutely.
My I'll shout out to my spiritual mother, Pastor Tanya Fields of New Freedom Ministries, and my spiritual mentor, Pastor Reverend Denise Cunningham Doggett, who keep me together spiritually and because they know I'm a little crazy. Anyway, he his sermon on Sunday was provoked for purpose.
And that's us. That so is us.
In it,
It is. That is us.
we provoke each other for
Other for
purpose.
purpose. We do. We do. So true. So as we had talked about the vision board, and oh, you guys, I can vouch for her because I've been to her house. So her vision board is huge. Now you guys all know I have literally 5 vision boards. 3 are on
Mhm,
my phone, and I have some around the room here.
mhm.
But as you had talked about a vision board, can you share with our audience one of your goals on your vision board?
Mm. One of the goals on my
I know.
vision board is terrible to say. Now I do web designs. I
Uh-huh.
create graphic designs. I do all these things for all other people, but I still haven't finished my own new web page.
Ooh. So we got to work on that. That's gonna have to be our on a new vision board.
It is. It's there.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
there. But we talk about how people see us. They think we all have it all together.
Together, and that's not true.
And that is not true. When you're visioning, that's why it's so important to have a vision board or
Absolutely.
to learn how to use a vision board to see how it can help you grow that vision that you have.
Right.
The vision that you have is sometimes very confusing at first. It was very confusing for me. So many ideals came, and
Mm-hmm.
then then all of a sudden nothing. And then it's like, well, what am I gonna do? I don't know how to go from A to B, and I don't, sometimes if you see it,
Right.
you can believe it, so you can achieve it.
Yeah.
I always like to say receive it and believe it and achieve it. But so you have to sometimes see it.
True.
See what you're thinking about. See, okay, see A to B to C to D. Sometimes even in a vision board is so helpful in seeing where you came from,
Yeah.
so you don't go back and do it that way again.
And that's
And
true. It's true.
right. So vision boards are so important in so many ways. Not only in your just what's next, but in what your what's first.
Absolutely.
So many times, I really wish I had a vision board. I don't want to tell y'all how old I am. Way back in time. Way back in time. Way back in time. When I like first came out of college,
Yeah.
when I was in high
Oh
school,
my goodness.
maybe
So true.
I might have been able to stand on my own 2 feet. I really wanted to go to a HBCU,
Mm,
and then I wind up in Bowling Green, and that was like kind of like a disaster. And then I didn't know where I was going, and I was fumbling around, and then I kind of wondered the couch. But see, if I had a vision board, or I knew how to vision, and visioning is also kind of way of saying goal setting, goal
right.
planning,
Right.
goal reaching, goal achieving. Um, Sometimes it's just being able to dream, to be able to dream freely, and so
Absolutely.
and I stick that all on there. I got it all on there. I really want a dog.
Are you still wanting the dog?
I'm still wanting a dog, and I'm going to snatch something off my board. I don't know. It looks a little crazy. I just snatched this off my board. I don't know if we can see that.
Oh, he's cute. Well, hats off to you. When you get him, I'll be happy for you.
Right,
I
but
have,
it's on my vision board.
oh, okay. Well, when you get him, because he's coming, I cannot wait for you two to reunite each other.
That's right.
But I'm with you though. But Vision Board has, I wish I did have it when I was going in college. Because when we're in college, we're like, oh, we're gonna conquer the world. Girl, when you cross that stage, you're like, ooh, conquer that world? What does that look like? Where do I start at? How
Didn't
do
the
I
world
get
get
there?
bigger?
Right.
Didn't the world get bigger?
Yeah, it got huge.
Yeah. All of a sudden, in college, it looked real tiny whiny.
Yeah. Until you cross that stage and that piece of paper, okay, and it's just
Like they say, the world is your oyster. It was a
like
clown or something.
yeah, it was. But the vision board it does, and I have to say, fast forward to now, it did help me because I was literally like, okay, this is it. This just can't be. And so one day someone's like, well, just cut out some pictures. And that's how I started out doing vision board. I
Mhm.
just literally cut out pictures. I didn't even have, yeah, I didn't even, yeah, a whole picture. I had no
I
rhyme,
just
no
cut the dog
reason.
out.
See? And I put it on there. And then I was like, wait a minute, this has to have a purpose. And then that's when it started coming together. I'm like, okay, let's start using our organizational skills a little bit for me. And then that's when I started feeling like, okay, let's really hone on. And I like when you said, you got visions coming all over the place at one time, and you see your vision board, you're like, okay, this don't make no sense. And then I tell everybody, but if you stay still and be so
Mm.
quiet and pay
Mm.
attention to what is being
Mm.
told, shown, and
Yes,
being given to you, you will see your vision. And once I start seeing it like that, everything came off the board
that's
except for
right.
that main vision. And that main vision started coming everything else.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that you could take things off the vision board. I mean, it's not set in stone.
Right, right,
There's no
right,
rule or rhyme to it.
right.
You can put stuff on the board, you can take stuff off the board. I help other people vision too now.
Yeah,
Uh, in marketing and branding and creating content, helping other people to create content
right.
for either their podcasts, their ministries, um, their events, their ministry, Bible studies or seminars or workshops. Um, you have to be able to vision for them,
You do.
see their vision, and
Exactly.
then put their vision in a content matter, either be it a website or a graphic or a video. And
Right.
so that board kind of also keeps you a little organized,
It does. It does.
as to where I am in my vision, what am
Right.
I doing with my vision. It's so easy to get stuck in a vision.
It is because you're so, but you because once you see it, you're like, okay, where's it? What else I got to do? What else I got to do? And not still again staying connected to the vision it's given that was given to you. And so, and people are so, and you're right, people are so caught up in, I see it. How do I get there? But not knowing if you just slow down and get so connected and so focused, stay focused to you, it'll come to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna bust a bubble here where and jump a little fast for a little above what I should, but I need to say this here because as we talk about these vision boards, it's gonna um, the subscription box, the vision board subscription box, is a great tool.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great tool, easy to use. Is one reason that we talk about it in so many time so much with what we do at Vision Made.
Right.
Our vision is to empower, embrace, impact women and to get them to their what's next.
Absolutely.
And that vision subscription box helps you get to your what's next.
It does.
It really does. Because a lot of people are afraid
Right.
to sometimes try something new,
True.
something a little weird. It is a little weird. Yeah, I'm sticking paper on my wall.
Wait, papers.
Well,
Papers.
papers, because I got papers all different colors. They from all different kinds of mediums.
Absolutely.
I didn't printed stuff and stuff.
Right. But the kit also not only does it help you get in tuned to your vision, but let's real quick talk about the wall that we hit. We hit that wall at one time or another. That's why you all see every week the power words. We need that, get that over that wall because we all face it. Let's be honest. We all face it. It is just though, how do you handle when you hit that wall? So what is one strategy what is one strategy that you use when you do hit that wall?
It was really funny because I hit a wall December COVID Christmas.
Oh yeah.
COVID Christmas was rough for me. It was really rough. My family was all sick.
Yeah.
I was working with one of the most high powered people in ministry here in Cleveland. This woman, whoo, I love her so. I love her so. I love her so. Pastor Denise Cunningham Doggett. She is just a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And she has her own podcast, and she's got special service podcast. And I was working with other ministries, and I was working with you and Vision May, and I was working on Real Talk for Real People. I have the blog which is a digital magazine. I have a podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
My son-in-law and I was doing Spirit of the Game. Man, I was like visioned out.
I
And
understand.
you can't get vision. I was like,
Yes, you can.
just, it's like, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. I want to do something else. Or it can be overwhelming.
Right.
Or it can turn into vision that you didn't see.
Right.
It starts to have a life of its own. And these obstacles all come. The money,
Mm-hmm.
you think you're gonna get make XYZ amount of money, and then you find yourself going down on your price. You're trying to be competitive. These are obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
These are obstacles that are gonna come with any business within the first year. So one thing I find, I'm gonna always say this first, but one thing I always be focused on the word of God. That's my first thing. And that's for me. And one of my favorites is Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the plans that I have for you."
Right.
And so that helps. And he says, I have plans for peace and not evil. But he says the most important part here for us, trying to get to our next, he says, to give you a future and hope. Never forget that. And that kind of goes, okay. So I do have a future.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a hope. Even everybody's kicking my butt. I'm not making no money. I don't have money for advertising and marketing. Nobody's helping me, and I don't have an assistant. And I'm
Right.
up in the morning and I'm up at night.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm
So
not
true.
eating. I'm not sleeping.
But it's so true. But that is so
Mhm.
true. But people need to understand because so many women are seeing women on the other side. They're like, man, they got it.
Mm-mm.
But we don't. We have, and I feel that it was so important that women hear, well, how do you handle the obstacles? Because we all handle them differently, but
Right.
we still have them and
This
understand we have them.
right. And the second part of that, that's always my go-to. But the most important part I want to share with everybody is the support of your 5 people around you.
Gotta have them. You have to have them.
You have to have a support team.
Right.
I know this vision is your baby. I know this vision is my baby. I get to the point where I don't want you to do that. Can you do this for me? But
Right.
there comes to a point, it can become an obstacle when you're doing everything
Absolutely.
and nothing's getting done.
Fine. So true.
And that's one of the biggest obstacles. And so when I have obstacles, I reach out to my people. You gotta have some peoples. You gotta
You
have some
do.
peoples. You got some
I
people
so
have some
agree.
peoples to that will just listen to you whine. Because
I agree.
because
I
you
agree because we do it. We do it, but you do have to have them, and they have to be on your side. Now there is a thing. I actually, I'm gonna. I'll wait until. But tribe is so important, you guys. I talk about it so much, and I'm gonna keep drilling it. And I'm gonna say, and here's why I'm gonna say that I'm drilling it because at first I thought everybody can be in my tribe. Do you hear me? Everybody, until my mentor had came to say those of you who are building a table, that's still not right. No, that you are bringing to the table, excuse me, that you're bringing to the table, that's not right. You need to build your table. Those that are building that table and helping holding that table, that is your tribe. When it was said to me, that's when the light bulb went off, and you're right. Because I was bringing everybody to my table. And I mean, everybody, I was like, yeah, they'll support me. I had all these people around me. I even had some close friends, and I thought the close friend would come to my aid and to my support. And little did I know, when I was like really talking about, man, I'm needing something this, or I need, how about, can you support me? The support never came.
You know what? It's really TD Jakes was just talking about the same thing in again in the same sermon. That we can be provoked for progress or
Hmm.
process. And one of the things he really talks to us about, that we can't take everybody with
You
us.
can't. You can't.
Um, it does get hard. You start to see people uh, sometimes not believe as passionately as you do,
True.
especially family members. Family members may not be as passionate about what you're doing and where you're going, because they got so much what they're doing and where they're going.
Going.
They like, I love you, girl. You my girl. You my daughter. You my mother. You my sister. You my cousin. Ooh, but I got so much on my plate, I can't really pay
Paying attention
attention
to yours.
to what's going on, or I can't be that kind of support. Sometimes we want people to be the kind of support we want them to be, and they
You
can't be
can't
that
do
kind of
this.
support.
And that's
It can
true.
be some different kind of support. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They might be the comic relief. Yeah,
And that's true, but
right.
I have to say that was a true eye opener to me. I was just like, you're right. Can't take
Mhm,
everybody on this, and I have to be
mhm,
okay by myself. So that's
mhm.
really so true. Well, we're going to stop right here. We're at a breaking point, but before we go, where, Cherie, if anybody wanted to be in contact with you, where can they reach out to you at?
I am on Facebook as Real Talk Space Real, the number 4 space Real People. The blog, the podcast is also on StreamYard, also on Facebook Live. We also have our own YouTube channel, Real Talk for Real People. Again, my name is Cherie Wilson Harris. You can reach out to me, DM me, inbox me, whatever the new lingo is, on Facebook at Cherie Wilson Harris. I also have Nothing But Blessings, which is actually my business name. One of them. I've been really blessed over the past year, where we really grown under the Message Ministries
Mhm.
media group.
Absolutely.
So we have the business portion, which is Nothing But Blessings, that houses our website, graphics, art, direction, coaching, consulting, and then we do the fun part, the
Yeah.
media part, which is the blog, the the podcast, and the channel.
So you guys got it all. If not,
Oh, you can also hit me up at Vision Mary
that's right, because now she's the director of content creation. So those of you who are looking for someone to do some content creation, she is the woman for you. So real quick before we bring her back in, we're going to change it up a little bit. I also want y'all to know we actually already let the cat out the bag. So if you don't have a vision board, we now have a kit. The vision board kit has everything in it, and you'll start seeing it, where I'll be doing packing up the vision board, so you'll get to see what's in the vision board. There'll be times I'll talk about it, but let me say this, the vision board kit is an amazing kit. It comes with everything that you need from A to Z to complete your board, plus so much more. If you're looking for a vision board kit, I just actually ran into someone yesterday. Like, I've been looking for one. I'm like, I got one for you. If you're looking for a vision board kit where all you do is purchase the kit, and it even comes with a book. You all know I'm all about that book on the shelf, which we'll talk about in just a minute. It also comes with a book, so it empowers you. I believe in expanding your mind, will allow you for your vision to be made, as well as to get you to your what's next. Because let's be honest, in order for us to expand our mind, we have to be ready for the what's next, which means expands our mind, right?
That's
So if
right.
those of you who are ready to go on your what's next, create that roadmap to your what's next, drop it in the feed and say, Pam, I'm ready to purchase a kit. I will take you through. I promise you, I will know. It's basic me holding your hand on how do you create your vision, how even when you've hit that wall, what do you do when you hit that wall? Down to the point of once you have reached a goal, learn how to celebrate yourself and so much more. So drop it in the feed if you're interested in purchasing a subscription box. You definitely will be and let me say this, we have new boxes every quarter. So the box that you'll see now will be for this quarter, and then next quarter there will be, you'll still have the products to make a vision board, but there'll be a surprise in the next one. So if you're interested in purchasing a vision made vision board subscription kit, drop it in the feed and I definitely will be in touch with you. The next is today's Win Wednesday. Now you'll get to hear our win in a few minutes, but we want to hear what's your win. You know, we always have so many celebrations, but we never celebrate it. And so you have a place, you have a team, and a platform to celebrate you and your win. Now, someone has already pinged me. Well, what do we think a win is? A win is, you know, you set a goal, you reach the goal, right? That's one, which is obvious. Two is you want to set a goal, but you don't even know where to start at. That's two, because listen, at least you recognizing that you have a goal. Three is, and I always think of this, you just want to start, but you fear, the three F's, fear, fault, and failure has set in. That's
Mhm.
still a celebration because you're recognizing what your wall you're hitting against or your obstacles that you're facing, but you don't know how to get there. And
Right.
so any of those are still all about celebrating. So I would love to celebrate you. Drop it in the feed. Let's celebrate
Yes.
you. Yes,
Yes.
girl. I
You
wish I
hear
had
that
more.
music?
Right.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Or get a horn, a birthday
Right.
horn.
Woo!
Woo! That's crazy. We said it
I
together.
just want to piggyback on the celebration because it's really important. The celebration is a part of the stair step process.
Right.
Um, in your visioning, if you don't celebrate yourself all along the way, because you're gonna find so many. We just talked about the obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're gonna be many.
Absolutely.
They're gonna come at you from the left, from the right, from the, especially if you're God given, God driven, spirit led. You definitely gonna know that you're gonna get the slings and the arrows coming at you. As a beautiful woman in this age, there's so many mountains already placed in front of us. We
True.
see that currently with Roe versus Wade being trying to be reversed. That they're trying to take our ability to have our voice,
Right.
and a vision is the speaking part
So true.
of your voice. You see it in your head, you speak it out your mouth. And so it's the little gifts of celebrating yourself all along the way will get you to really where you want to go, even a lot faster. Because you'll be able to see the process. You'll be able to enjoy the process. You'll be able to be in the process.
Absolutely.
So many times we get away. We're just in the grind.
Yep.
We grind it. We're grinding. And then we just don't see the reward in it, and it becomes
It does.
obstacle. It becomes a noose around our neck. We go, oh, this is not working.
Working.
I'm so tired. I don't have no money. I don't have no sleep. I don't have no food. I don't have a date night. I don't have a this. I don't have that.
It's just,
But
it
if you
does.
right, but if you give yourself the little wins along the way, a new customer, a new project, a new a new vision on top of the vision.
Right.
Uh, a new friend, a new network is so important in what we do. So a new alliance is a great is a win-win for me. And for me, my win-win this week is that I was blessed to become really truly align myself with Vision Made. Um, network. It's a powerhouse network. We've went from just a podcast to a magazine, um, and to TV, which is a network, and then a network on top of all of that, where we've created products for you to use to help you obtain
Right.
your vision, because we had such a hard time obtaining ours. We
Right.
wanted to empower and pack and improve and equip women to say, oh, it's going to be a little easy for y'all. We hope
Right.
that it is, to encourage you to do it, to get out here and do it. I'm just a nobody. There's nothing special about me other than I'm Cherie, and that's it. But I had a vision, and I didn't think I could really uh, do what I'm doing now. But yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And really applauding what you can do, and
Absolutely.
is really important to get you where you really want to go.
Absolutely. Oh, I love your win. My win today is actually I did some networking. And so Vision Made now is being spread. The words of Vision Made is now being spread amongst more and powerful women that can have be bringing an impact or can take an impact from Vision Made and impact more women. So I'm so blessed that I got to be sitting and literally talk about the vision of Vision Made to these women, and they got it. That was
Mhm.
really wow, like the light bulb came on, like wow, okay, they got they got to see, the magazine, the podcast, the TV, and they love the subscription box. They love the subscription box, but
Mhm.
everybody's seeing it full circle, and then the merchandise. So it is that was my win for this week. So I have to say I was really excited to really got to celebrate it, and then the way I celebrated that win was I got to walk. I just walked and did window
Mhm.
shopping and just looked around and just absorbed all the sun that was out
Mm.
yesterday, as well as just absorbing all the energy that the people that were around me. Didn't even know,
Mhm.
just walking around, and it was just so nice. So that was my win for this week. Sorry, for this week. Now we always talked about book on the shelf. So what's your book on the shelf?
My book on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm. And I'm still really into it, and I'm still getting so much out of it. It is by Pastor Torre,
Yeah.
Toure Roberts. Pastor Torre Roberts is the son in law of Bishop T.D. Jakes, and the husband of Sarah Jakes Roberts. His story was so amazing to
Mm.
me. But what he talks about is even more amazing. It's something that I've talked about, taught, practiced, continue to work on and practice for myself. And the name of it is balance.
Yeah. So you
Balance.
guys have to go. Let me real quick. Let me throw this disclaimer. We're not promoting this. We don't get any proceeds for promoting this. So I want everybody to understand that, because I did get a question or someone was like, "Well, I know you're getting kickback on." I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. It's this. I believe I say it, and that's why the book is part of the vision board.
Mhm.
Is to expand your mind, and so
It's important. It's important that you read. Even in the word, it says that you got to study yourself approved. just to stay up on your cultural trends
Mhm.
in your particular industry and whatever you're particularly wanting to do or visioning to go, you got to be informed. You got to do the work.
Yes.
You got to do the research. That's a part of being able to be vision made.
Right.
The goal here is to say, I'm vision made.
Right.
I had the vision, I did the journey, and I'm in it, and I'm winning it, and I'm vision made. But to be vision made, you still got to be informed.
Absolutely.
You still have to read. You still got to be out there go getting it, and especially if you have to have funding for whatever your vision may be. You got to do the research. You got to do the reading, the writing, and the arithmetic.
Absolutely.
People don't believe, we got to go back old school. We got to do the reading, got to do the writing, got to do the arithmetic. Now,
And
you
that's
know
so
how old
true.
I am if I'm saying arithmetic, right?
You are so silly.
Don't even say arithmetic, but y'all know
You
what I'm
know what
talking
you
about.
talking
Y'all got
about.
to do the numbers.
So the book I just embarked on, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, is Speak. And it is written by how do you say Tunde?
I think it's
Today.
today. Today?
Today.
Today?
Today. Today.
Today?
And
Mm-hmm.
actually, you guys, if you don't know her, just a really quick, brief background, she is actually an instructor in Pelotonin. So if anybody has, and actually now Pelotonin, you don't even have to have a bike now. Pelotonin now offers yoga classes, workout classes. And the only reason why I know that
Oh,
is
I didn't know
because,
that.
yeah, and the only reason why I know that is they're
Mm-hmm.
part of United Healthcare, our wellness program. And if we commit to 5 days, yeah. So, but her story is powerful. And her book, I've started reading it and it is so moving, but it's called Speak. So you guys got to check
Mm.
it out. Well, you guys, we're almost at the end. This has been so fun. You guys got to meet my new addition to our team.
Poor
Yay!
girl. Poor girl. She don't even know what she's in for.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you to her. But I'm so excited for our new addition to the team. I can't wait for her to help me spring Vision Made to such another, and we talk about this all the time, to
Another
another
level.
level that is we get to do it as a team. So that's what I'm really excited about. But before we close down, Cherie, what would be the last word you would like to leave with our listeners and followers?
Never let anyone take your vision from you.
That's good.
Never let anyone take your vision from you. It's such an essential part of who you are or who you be. It's your innate spirit speaking to you, that inner spirit, the Holy Spirit within you speaking to you that I have a plan for you. I want you to do something. You can do it. And it's speaking to you. And that's why you have a passion for it. That's why you have a drive for it. That's why you want it so bad. Even though you don't know where to start. Never let your vision be taken from you. Make sure that your vision is made.
Ooh, that was powerful. And so, with that, before I close down, if anybody is looking for a way to start creating a roadmap so their vision can be made, drop DM me a message so we can get you access to the Vision Made Vision Board subscription kit. Believe me, and let me tell you, it doesn't just end at the vision board. It is so much more in the kit.
That's
You
just
know,
the beginning.
just I'm telling you guys, it's just the beginning. So those of you who are looking ready to create a new roadmap to your what's next, the Vision Made Vision Board is for you. And so with that being said, first and foremost, those of you who have hung in here with us, thank you for my amazing guest, as well as my new creator and director of content creation. Thank you for joining me, Cherie. This was amazing and fun. We'll get to do this more now that we're really a team.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's not the last time y'all are saying.
No, you won't. So real quick, everybody, if no one has not told you yet, you rock. Know that you are amazing and you only have that one life, that one vision, and you need to go after it. Let no one take it away from you because you deserve it. We always say we don't deserve it, but it's wrong. It even says in the Bible, God says you deserve the life that I'm giving you. So go out here and go after the life that you so desire. And if you can't do it, Vision Made will help you get you there. Until next week, when I have another amazing co host, take care of yourself. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. And thank you.